Well, the o.f.e network, which is the Organic Faith Expression Network, is part of the divisional strategy for mission here in Tasmania. The whole premise about the o.f.e network is that it's an organic place for people to come to discover Jesus and who he is and to work in their communities on mission for the Salvation Army. So the heart of o.f.e is that we would find people who have a real passion for mission in a particular area, and we would empower them to do that. And so at the moment, we have about 10 o.f.e groups that are going around the island, which is really exciting. We're right at the beginning of this journey. On the east coast of Tasmania, we've gotten 3 new o.f.e groups that have just started over this past month, and they're being led by Majors Steve and Linda Miller, and their strategy is to begin the work of the Salvation Army through the Organic Faith Expression Network.
Well, it's a very different role to what we've been used to. We are a church without walls. We just go wherever the need is.
We just have opportunity to be the hands and feet of Christ in our community, wherever we go.
We've known Steve and Linda, our Salvos reps, for almost 2 years. They literally walk through the door like a breath of fresh air and have livened up the place. They are such a positive contribution to our school and have made a real difference.
Hugely.
Yeah. You know, when we ask for help for particular families that are in need, they're always the first to offer.
It's very organic, it's very natural. We can just be who we need to be in the communities that we visit. But there's an energy in that because you're doing what we're called to do, and that's to love and serve God and his people.
Our heart for o.f.e is that we will go into the community rather than us actually going out and bringing people back into the church. We're taking the church out to the people. Well, for those who are musically minded, we have a ukulele group that's happening in the southeast of our state, and wow, they're getting a great turn up of people who are coming together and just learning to play the ukulele and just enjoying community and a place where people are free to talk about their faith in Jesus and just do life together.
It's a bit different having ukulele outreach as a Salvation Army. We've joked about the idea of having just ukes instead of having brass bands and that kind of thing in this area. It's actually really helped us to reach out and to branch out and to get to know our community and find out how music speaks in their lives. We've seen times here where while we're playing ukulele, we're actually spinning around back to back and dancing. It creates a real sense of fun and excitement and community.
Oh, it's just great fun. And it's a chance to get together with a group of people that love to play ukulele and we can all learn and improve and just have fun at the same time. It's great.
We recognise that traditional models of church are not for everyone, and we want for people to be able to flourish and find their sweet spot as they serve the Lord to better their local community. Well, down at Huonville, we have a fantastic o.f.e, which is a women's circle. This is a group that meets every week where a group of ladies come together to share their lives and to just be together in a safe and nurturing place.
I could just see the need, that there was a greater need for time to sit down with people and just talk in a really confidential basis. And that's all it is. There's a therapeutic basis to it because I'm a therapist, but it's coming together and just sharing.
My favourite thing about the group is the support that you get from one another, and to be able to feel a part of the community, being able to contribute and to be supported by one another.
When I hear women say they feel safe in this place, they feel peace in this place, I really believe we still are doing church, we are still worshipping and meeting, where at the right time people sense that faith, the aroma of Christ, and also they're receptive to what the message of Jesus is about.
Well, on the eastern shore of Hobart, we have a fantastic group that started up, a stand-up paddleboard group. And this group continues to grow every fortnight when they meet. They get to share their love of Jesus and their lives together. But as well as that, they're raising much needed funds for the work of the Salvation Army to alleviate poverty.
Paddlers Against Poverty is definitely church done different. It doesn't look like what you would expect a normal Sunday morning at church to look like. We don't really sing songs, and we don't have a sermon as such like a lot of churches on a Sunday morning would. But we definitely talk about faith and life and how that intersects and goes together. Whereas maybe at church on a Sunday morning, most people are kind of in that exploring faith in a significant way to really committed to their faith. Whereas Paddlers Against Poverty, I guess it has a bit more space for people to be uncertain about what faith might mean. They're able to explore faith and deepen their faith and their relationship with Jesus as a part of our community, but also broaden their social networks about making friends and contacts through the church has been really great. We've also seen other people get involved with fundraising with the Salvation Army and just having a greater awareness of who the Salvation Army is and what they do. We talk about the DNA of Paddlers Against Poverty being we look after each other, we look out for those who are less fortunate, and we look up to God as our leading and guiding for what both looking after each other and looking out for others really looks like, and being a dynamic source of exploring faith and life in a different way.
So o.f.e. is a pilot project that we have for Tassie, and our heart and our hope is that it will really catch fire, that we'll see lots of organic faith expressions, whether you want to call them missional communities, whether you want to call them micro churches, but we'll see a network of them across our island, and that they will really be reaching out to people in community where they are and adding value. There'll be places where people will be cared for. There'll be places where faith pathways will be available, and there'll also be places that build healthy communities and work for justice as well.